I got a question for you. So why is it that we rush to be married? Because everyone's talking about, hey, go get you a man, go get you a woman, chase the ring, but you ain't chased your own life. You know, here's the funny thing. You know, as I'm traveling around the world and I'm on TV from Tamron Hall to Fox and Friends to the Rachel Ray shows, one of the most common questions I have been asked is, Anthony, how did you build your success? And it's simple. I didn't focus on getting into a relationship. I maximized my single season. And that is why I created this course. We're gonna walk through 8 pillars on how to maximize your single season and really tap into that potential that's on the inside of you that you really haven't brought out. There's some assignments, there's some constructive thinking that you're gonna have to really put into place so that way you can start building your life. Because when we have ownership, we have freedom. When we have freedom, it creates different opportunities. When we have opportunities, there's so much you can do with your future family. But it starts right now. You own your mind. You own your thoughts. God has given you something, go do it. For the people watching right now who are kind of fearful, they see a problem like what you did, but they're scared to launch out.
Yeah, that has been an ongoing conversation with me and my friends. Because I don't know fear.
Ooh.
I've knocked on doors since I was like 6, washing cars. Like I think when I was younger, probably I knew fear more, but like my father like just was there to like so into me, right?
Yeah,
and the only thing that I ever feared in life after that was like my mom and God, right?
Yeah,
so fear is healthy.
Yeah.
And all I can do is recite again Will Smith, because he does a very good job of talking about the subject of fear. You have to jump, right? Yeah. And it is scary, right? You have all these possibilities that are going through your head about what could happen, what can't happen. You may fail, and it prevents you from trying, right? Yeah. But what's worse than not jumping is being 20, 30 years older, looking back in your life and having regret.
Wow.
Right? And I forget the name of the guy that did this. And this is probably the best analogy that I can do with fear, is that I can't really do it for it, but use your imagination. I want you to imagine this is like a sand, an hourglass, right? Okay. There's about an hour in here, and time is coming down here.
Hey, we got what a sand glass at, Joy?
You have a sand glass?
Yeah, we got a sand glass.
Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
This is. Yeah. I'm stealing this from somebody, but it's a really powerful metaphor. So I want you to imagine this is your life.
Yeah.
Right. So what happens with fear is that all of a sudden you'd be like 25, 26, and all the decisions that you made are down here.
Yeah.
Right? And you are so scared to jump. Then it becomes 30, 40, right?
Yeah.
And again, you're looking at the past and you're concentrating on the past and like, man, I failed here, I failed here. I don't want to jump.
Right.
But you're not realizing how much time you have left.
Good.
Right?
Okay.
And the problem is that you never know how much time you have left. And if you spend all the time down here thinking about all the past mistakes, you never take advantage of the time that you have left.
Yeah.
So the question is, if you knew that you could not fail, how big would you dream? Right? But if all you're doing is looking at this,
focusing on the time.
All you're doing is focus on your past mistakes.
Yeah.
You never know how much greatness you have left.
Yeah.
And if you die the next day or 2 days later, you will have regret because you never jumped. But jumping, human beings have it innate to like survive.
Yeah.
We have to survive.
Yeah.
So when you jump, you may not know how you're going to get to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But on your journey, you're going to figure it out.
Yes.
I did not know in all my years of planning, I'm a planner, a comb was not a part of it. Right? God put that in my path.
Right.
A comb was never a part of it.
Right.
And then when it became a part of it, I still did not know how this was going to be a business. I sold it for the first like 4 months without packaging. You just got it like that. No packaging. And the parts were really bad. We blow torched it together. So like the first like 3,000 combs were horrible. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. They were really bad. I felt really bad selling it, but like we didn't have a way.
Right.
And people bought it, right? And I was like, all right, because it still worked.
Right.
And then as I got more I just kept figuring it out. And again, the first year of Twisted Up, we did over 100,000, but we didn't make much in profit because
you had to do everything.
No, I was traveling.
Right.
I was doing a bunch of hair shows. Yeah. And the majority of people that were buying it were barbers and wholesalers. And my margins are very tiny because I'm selling it to them at a very discounted price.
Yep.
So then I had to teach myself Facebook marketing, Instagram marketing. Mm-hmm. And then that's when we really started seeing the margins and everything paying off.
Yeah.
But again, you're going to meet these challenges.
Yeah.
And you have to figure it out. And if all I do in my life is reflect on all the failures that I've had, I will never know how great I could be because I still got time on the clock. And that's probably would be the thing that I would end it with. Like I would probably just look at the camera and like, if you knew that you could not fail, how big would you dream? And how much effort would you put into it?
That's how we're going. Put me on this camera right here. That's how we're going to end the show. I'm not going to add nothing to that. Where can they find out more information about you, Twisted Up, and everything that you're doing?
So you can buy the comb on Amazon. Okay. You can just type in Twisted Up Comb, it comes right up. You can go to our website, which I highly recommend because all the money goes to the Black community, which is Twist, TWIST, IT, up, UP, comb, COMB, twistedupcomb.com. And you can go there and buy the comb as well. You can find us in beauty supply stores across the East Coast.
That's good.
Myself, you can find me at Noel.Durity. Instagram also is at Twisted Up. And feel free to always reach out. I'm always, it's a lot. I don't know if you have a social media person, but
I do.
Yeah, it gets when I do these interviews and people shoot me the DMs and they go into the private, it's like 100 misread, but I try to get to all of them.
You do. I mean, I reached out to you in the DM and you responded.
Yeah, it takes a minute, but just I cannot put a price. Like people have to jump, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's again, go back to like God. Right? And I could do this all day, but like if you believe in God, then you know that God cannot create average. He does not have the ability, nor did you know how to create average. We all have a unique gift to offer this world. So in order for you to tap into that gift, there are certain challenges that you must overcome. Or if you're too busy pretending to be somebody that you're not, trying to be, fit into Joe Smo or fit into this class over here, once you fall into your authentic self and you meet these challenges, these are certain challenges that God puts in place for you to become the person that you're supposed to be. And I'm fully represented that. Because if you look at me when I was like 13, 14, I've always had the hustle.
Yeah.
I've always had the drive. I've always had the vision.
Yeah.
But I'm a way, way better person, human being now than I was back then.
Yeah.
I have a more, I guess, empathy for the world, empathy for the African-American culture, empathy for just human beings in general, right? I try to relate. I try to help. And all I can say is it's just based off life experiences. I'm sure you have the same thing.
Yeah.
You said you're 37, right?
37.
There's certain things that you went through.
Yes.
That made you who you are.
Yes.
That made you want to start this podcast.
Yes.
You didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, I want to start a podcast. It's probably a conversation, a challenge, a failure. And you said, oh man, I got a voice, I have an act, and I'm going to do it.
My thing was I've always wanted to be an attorney, but then life hit me, made some bad decisions in school after not listening to my parents. And my parents never had a conversation with me. We only had 2 important conversations growing up. What to do if the police pull you over and how not to go to hell. But they never talked to me about credit, money. They never said, hey, here's how you build wealth. The only conversation around money was when I got paid from working at Taco Bell or Wendy's was give 10% to God and the rest of 90% is yours. We recommend saving it, but it's yours. And so...
Which is so crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Because God talks most about money than he does any other subject.
Yeah, over 2,000 verses.
Exactly. But our parents did not spend the time to give us education, which my parents are amazing parents and gave me everything that they could. And so because of the poor decisions that I made, I ended up homeless, had to work 3 jobs. I ended up faking this life. And I was like, there has to be another way. And I was like, I'm going to create, a stage to where I teach people my way. Now, my way is not the only way.
Correct.
To wealth. But I'm like, I just want to create a show, create a platform that influences people, that impacts people. And I said, God, outside of that, I got bills, I got desires, I got a lifestyle that I like. I'm going to trust you with that. I'm going to pray like it all depends on him. I'm going to work like it all depends on me. And just really focus on impacting and influence people as I'm still learning, growing, evolving, and maturing as a man.
And the best thing that we have that our parents did not have is that we have the internet.
That is so true.
Because no fault to, like my dad was an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Majority of his family's entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
I don't know how the heck they were so successful in it.
Me too, bro.
Because like they had to learn.
Yeah.
Like really learn.
Mm-hmm.
Like read a book, go to the library and like
absolutely
break stuff down with a manual.
Absolutely.
I have YouTube. I have people breaking it down for me I can fast forward.
On a daily basis,
right,
bro.
Correct. Like I can I taught myself stocks and I still say I'm probably like a 40% in like the stock market, I guess with my knowledge of what I know. But like again, I did that in like a 3-month binge.
Exactly.
Right? Because I have the internet.
You have the internet gives us information.
You trying to start a show, this would be so much harder.
Yes.
Without the internet.
Man, listen. When did the internet come out? I was like, what? I think it was like 8 AOL.
The dial-up.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You knew when somebody was on the internet when you called them and the phone line was busy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like now we got the internet on our phones.
Yeah.
I'm so scared to see what my grandchildren will have.
They be able to fly to Europe in like 90 minutes.
What?